Hello, I have this book, Great Hispanic Americans. I'm going to read today about Desi Arnaz. Having led a life that went from riches to rags and back again, actor and musician Desi Arnaz is sometimes remembered as Mr. Lucille Ball. But it was his own business, savvy and instinctive ingenuity that made him the incredible success that he was. Desiderio Alberto Arnaz y de Aca III had it pretty good. His youth in Santiago, Cuba was split between his family's 3 ranches, their city home, and a vacation home on a private island. This wealthy lifestyle came to an abrupt end in 1933, however, when the Cuban government was overthrown and the Arnaz family lost everything. They fled to Miami, Florida, and a completely different way of life. Arnaz found himself working odd jobs such as cleaning bird cages and driving trucks and taxis. But in 1934, he became guitarist for a Cuban band. During one performance, he was approached by Spanish rumba king Xavier Cugat, who asked Arnaz to sing with his famous orchestra. Arnaz toured with them for a year and then returned to Miami to start his own band. It was perfect timing. Latin American music was in, and dances such as the samba and bossa nova filled dance floors. When Arnaz introduced the conga in 1938, it became the #1 dance craze. From there, his fame only increased. In 1939, he starred in the Broadway musical Too Many Girls and recreated his role on film the following year. His movie co-star was actress Lucille Ball. Less than a year later, the two were married. The next decade was hectic. Arnaz, traveling with his band, saw little of his movie-making life. He also starred in several films himself, including Father Takes a Wife and Baton. In 1943, he was inducted into the U.S. Army, where he entertained the troops. In an attempt to spend more time together in 1950, Arnaz and Ball wanted to produce and star in a half-hour television comedy. Although CBS desired Ball, network executives balked at casting Arnaz as her husband, claiming such a relationship unbelievable. To convince the network of the show's viability, Arnaz and Ball formed their own production company, Desilu, and filmed a pilot episode. This impressed CBS, and I Love Lucy was born. America adored the show, and Arnaz's character, Ricky Ricardo, gave the nation a new perspective on Hispanics. I Love Lucy changed how television was produced. While most TV shows were produced on the East Coast, Arnaz shot I Love Lucy in California. He demanded a live audience, a first for situation comedies, and invented the 3-act, 3-camera technique. Unlike other programs that were filmed out of order and then edited together, I Love Lucy was filmed in 3 consecutive acts with 3 separate cameras. Arnaz also obtained the rights to every episode after it was broadcast and, 2 years later, sold the reruns back to CBS for more than $4 million. Desilu Studios became the largest studio in the country, producing such TV hits as The Unbelievables, Star Trek, and Mission Impossible. I didn't know that. After 10 years, I Love Lucy came to an end, and so did Arnaz and Ball's marriage. Although he claimed to retire in 1962, Arnaz remained quite productive. He remarried, owned a horse breeding farm, and wrote his autobiography. He kept his hand in show business, starring in The Escape Artist, producing a situation comedy called The Mothers-in-Laws, and even hosting an early Saturday Night Live. He died in 1986 of lung cancer. And here he is. Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball take a stroll together around Desilu Studios. Desilu became one of the most powerful television studios in Hollywood, producing a number of memorable TV series. Above, the fictional Ricardo family was featured on many different magazine covers during the 1950s. On this cover of Look for December 25th, 1956, Ball and Arnaz posed with Keith Thibodeau, who played their son, Little Ricky, on I Love Lucy. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.